gentlelady. All the members have now questioned, and I will recognize the ranking member for any closing comments or questions he might have.
Madam Chair, I just want to point out that we heard some testimony today that one of our witnesses has received death threats. All death threats, whether they come from the right or the left, should be reported to proper law enforcement authorities. That's not something that we can weigh in on, but if something occurs as a result of this testimony, I think we'd like to know about it, but after proper reports have been made to law enforcement so that they can take the proper action and make determinations according to our justice system.
I thank the gentleman, and I agree. This is a very emotional and fraught topic. Unfortunately, there have been death threats received, I know, by not just people who are here today, but doctors, politicians, and I've got to say, I don't talk a lot about this, but I've actually had, over the years, because of my leadership in these issues, I've had protesters at my house, at my personal home, walking through my neighborhood and intimidating my children. And I do believe, as a public figure, that people have the right to First Amendment speech on both sides of this issue. I think that that's one of the core values of our democracy, and I support it, even though it's inconvenient for me sometimes. But there's no place for violence. There's no place for death threats anywhere, and I think all of us in this room would agree with that. And I want to conclude by thanking all of our members for participation in this hearing. All of you did a very good job of answering all the questions that were put to you. We appreciate that. Pursuant to committee rules, members have 10 business days to submit additional questions to all of you, and you did hear several of the members say they have additional questions. I would ask all of you to respond promptly to these questions because they do help us in our further investigations. And now, as promised, we would like to insert in the record by unanimous consent the following documents. As referenced by Dr. Verma, a joint statement from more than 75 healthcare organizations opposing political interference in healthcare, a statement from the American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology regarding misinformation, disinformation, and medical professionalism, an article that Ms. Custer referenced from the New York Times regarding barriers to obtaining miscarriage care post-Dobbs, published on July 17, 2022. The letter Ms. Fletcher referred to from Texas State Representative Middleton to Sidley Austin LLP, Dr. Burgess's submission of the Hippocratic Oath, Dr. Burgess's submission of a journal article published by the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists regarding medication-induced abortion, and also from Dr. Burgess, an article from lifenews.com regarding statements by Vice President Harris published July 18, 2022. Without objection, so ordered. And again, thanks to everybody and the